Another episode of Talking Sobriety with Colin Morrison. This one is pretty cool. I just got done speaking at a rehab center, at Honn's Rehab Center, new Origins Rehab facility. I just got done speaking in front of a group of people, and it was pretty overwhelming for me. Like I say, I was that guy, and now I'm the guy talking. It was pretty cool, but I hear when I went out after I spoke, so many people talk so highly about you and what this program is about. And you told me a little something about it, but you got something good going on here, man. So
thank you. It means a lot.
This is Ron, and maybe just explain like what this rehab is about and how you got into it, man.
I mean, honestly, the reason that I started this place is my passion for recovery. I started working in the field right out of treatment myself, and I remember like the place that I went to treatment at, it was a county funded place. Like I was fresh out of custody and I didn't have a lot of options, and it was like the detox watch thing that they had, and you could volunteer for detox watch, and that was like what planted the seed in my heart that I wanted to like be a part of something more than what I had been. And because you could volunteer to like spend your time with the guys that were kicking, and these were like young dudes that were like strung out on heroin, and it was something that was different to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just different to sit there with these guys that were like in such a bad place, and try to tell them like, in a few days you're gonna feel a little bit better. In a few days you'll feel a little bit better than that.
And they don't know that when you're in that stage, you don't see that. But to
can't.
hear it from somebody that came from it, I'm sure that helped a lot. Man.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine when you're there and you feel that terrible that it's ever going to get better, and so I got a job as a detox tech, and just kind of like as I was going to school worked my way up, and this was
your passion. After you got clean, you knew from there that I want to be in this field and help people.
Yeah, I wanted to be a part of change. I wanted to be a part of the solution. I spent my entire life contributing to the problem. I spent my entire life causing problems, causing chaos, just and I wanted to be remembered for something more than that.
A lot of people talk about it, but you're doing it, and to see your facility here, it's top notch. It's pretty rad. You got to go to bed thinking about. Do you think about this stuff like you did it and you're doing it now?
We actually just had our 3-year anniversary here, and so that was like kind of surreal.
I bet.
Because it's like a lot of prayer, a lot of talking to my sponsor, a lot of just faith, hope, faith, and trust, and just hard work, and just putting one foot in front of the other. And there's a million reasons why I can tell myself that things aren't going to work. I can always convince myself that I'm not good enough. I can always convince myself that I can't do stuff. But it's the people in recovery that I have around me that tell me like that I am good enough.
You're a perfect example, because this show, not just fans watches, people out there watching this to try and get some hope, seeing stories like yours. Obviously they know my story, knowing that there is another side, because when I was in rehab I didn't know that there's another side to this, man. And you're a perfect example that you had a goal. Sure, it wasn't easy getting here. You took that step, and now you're here. And it's hard for people to be like newly in recovery to see the light at the other side of the tunnel, man.
Right.
It's very hard, but dude, you did it, man. That's how many people you have here?
Right now we have about 38 clients total.
38?
Yeah.
So a big thing that we were talking about is like, for me, rehabs, it's kind of crazy. Like, people say, dude, it's $25,000 to go to rehab, and I always tell people, like, dude, when I went to rehab, it cost $1,000. It was nitty gritty. I don't see that being the solution. Going to like a luxury rehab, and then you're there, and dude, that living situation's way sicker at home. Why would you want to leave, man? I think, but your deal, you kind of accept more people without the big money, the big numbers, right? I mean, what does it take to get here for somebody watching this?
So just a phone call, man. We take most insurances, but we, I don't like saying no to people. You know? And it makes it hard sometimes, but my only, I guess like my bigger bigger dream, like I was telling you, is that I wish that there was more help available to the people that need it, because I know that there's a lot.
And we were talking about how we don't think there's enough people talking about sobriety. Like you always see on the news, this epidemic, but I don't think there's enough people doing stuff about it. Like you, dude. I mean, look, you had this vision and now you did it. Now you're helping. Dude, there's so many people. I was just outside there. They look up to you, man. You saved so many people's lives. It's fucking pretty cool, dude.
You know, I it's always cool to hear that, but at the same time, it's like one of those things that, for the longest time, it took me, you know, like I think about, like, why do I get another chance at life? It's like, it should be dead. I should be in a cage 100%. For the rest of my life, you know?
Yeah.
But I was given another opportunity at life, and so I just try to make the most of that every single day, you know? That's what I try to do, and these guys impact my life, you know?
100%.
They have no idea the difference that they make in my life, you know? When they share a little bit of themselves with me, and they crawl a little bit further out of the hole that they're crawling out of, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a gift that you can't really
I get it, like, you're up here, and I'm down here, and it's the exact same thing with this. I almost do this as a form of a meeting for me, because when I see comments come in and say, dude, I watch your show, and, like, I want to get sober now. Or I'm sober 3 months because I watch your show. It's the same deal, dude. That is, like, the gnarliest gift ever, and it makes me stronger, making me want to do more. I just have a YouTube show, but, dude, I'm doing this for my phone. And it's just another way where I can give back in any way I can. And it doesn't matter for anybody. Anybody newly in recovery, even if it's somebody at a meeting, go up, shake their hand, see what you can do to help. And what you're doing, what I'm doing, it helps you, you know, and it helps me big time, dude. Absolutely. So that's a big thing, you know. If you're newly in recovery, just give back everything you can. So I guess in the credits, I will put Ron's information. If you want to change your life around and get your life back and get a smile on your face, hit the man up. He'll figure it out. And dude,
figure it out.
I appreciate you having me come down and speak. This was a big deal for me. And I'll have all his info right after this. Thank you guys. We're out.